Is it just me that wants this year to be switched off at the wall and then switched back on again? Hey guys, Goggsy here and welcome to a brand new video. Now today we're going to do a Q&A. We're going back to the ghetto times on the channel when I didn't really edit any videos. I just uploaded Q&A Tuesdays and it was like a 20-minute video of just a load of rubbish. But yeah, without any further ado, we have got less than a week for voting for the Football Content Awards, whenever they may be, because of this. You know what, we can't even mention it because I'll get demonetised, and I mean, I'm earning about 2 pence a video as it is right now, so there's a serious case of damage limitation here on my CPM. All day, every day, James McFadden. William Holt runs a close second. Goodness me, I'd say it would have to be Odsonne Edouard, Ryan Christie, and Christopher Jullien. Why have I named all 3 Celtic players? Right, for a sense of difference, we'll go one from each of the top 3 teams in the league. So for me, it's Christopher Jullien, Rangers player, go Joe Aribo, and for Motherwell, Declan Gallagher. It'd be great to have an away day back at the Stickle Brick. I do miss going to Tannadice as an away day. The away stand for Motherwell when we go play there, it's the Fair Play Upper. It's the best view of a pitch as an away day in Scotland, in my opinion. Everywhere else, you're either packed behind the goal or you're in a stupid wee corner in Glasgow. My second reason, I'll get more viewers, and all of 1885 Ben's fanboys that support Dundee United will come over to me for when Motherwell play Dundee United. It'll mean that Dundee United fans won't have to wait an eternity to come back up, at least. I mean, that's what, their 3rd or 4th attempt in coming back up. I could have delivered that answer so much better if I was a bit more creative. I'm no scientist, but my theory is because in the fridge, the food in the fridge needs to be a little bit heated, so when you open the door it makes the fridge light up and the light adds heat to the environment in the fridge, and then in the freezer, because everything's frozen and it's meant to stay frozen and you're not meant to change the temperature at all. I don't know, I could be onto something, I could just be like, I could just be waffling. I mean, I'm just saying now, I dropped all sciences as soon as I could have at school because I just couldn't be arsed with it. Now this is one of the reasons why I delayed in uploading or recording this video. This question here is a very good one. Right, so if we're going by logic, in Scotland, the Highland League's already been awarded to Brora Rangers, who were 13 points clear at the time, and they've been given the Highland League title. However, the Highland League is a different association to the Scottish Football League, or the SPFL, because that's all of the top 4 leagues. With that logic, they should just award the season, they should just award Celtic the title, because they're 13 points clear as well. To be honest, there's no way anyone's going to catch it. Although you could say in theory or mathematically, Rangers could still possibly catch it. But we all know, with Rangers' tendency from this year alone, they've just been absolutely not at the races. I'm also not saying this because Motherwell are 3rd, therefore we should be given European football, although that'd be great. But who knows when that's going to actually be played. And they've actually set a deadline for June the 30th for all seasons to be completed. We're in, what, 3 weeks isolation at least? And then you've got to get around to actually like arranging the fixtures, sorting the security, all the political factors of what makes a football match. And once everything's done, by that it'll be June the 1st already. So we've got what, 7 rounds of league fixtures to complete in a month, and also 2 rounds of the cup. So you've got what, 9 rounds of fixtures. So Celtic could potentially be playing at least 9 games in 1 month. They've done that in December times, but to be honest, when you've got to arrange that so soon, especially when contracts run out in June for footballers, then I don't see how that's going to go ahead. But yeah, going back to the original question, it should just end the way it is, if it has to. This is a perfect opportunity to introduce summer football, but they won't ever do that. I'm all for it. I mean, a standing section where the Well boys are, bring it on. Right, the next 2 questions are easily combinable. Best ground to visit on a away day and worst ground / my favourite away day. We'll start with the worst, and I would have to say, for me, it's the Old Firm. Both of them. They're just as bad as each other. Rangers, you're packed in a corner and you're basically swarmed round by other Rangers fans. Like, as soon as you make any noise, like, you've got like 4 different directions of like where people can just chuck Bovril or sweetie wrappers or whatever at you. It's just it's not a very nice environment for an away fan. Also Celtic, because you're packed behind a massive green pole, and also you're packed in a corner, and it's just a horrible view, because you can only see one of the goals if you're in the restricted viewing, which is usually a good thing, because then you don't have to see Celtic score 3 times into that end. Also, best ground to visit an away day, I have to say it's Ross County. I went off Ross County for a bit, because I particularly enjoyed an away day to Ross County a bit too much, meaning that I didn't actually get into the ground. That was a very rough day, because I just found out the night before that Avicii had died, and I was going to make a fantastic video in tribute to Avicii. Like, I'm going to try and put in as many Avicii song references as possible, include as many Avicii songs. I didn't care about copyright, I just wanted to make a good video, and then a steward told me that I wasn't getting in because I'd had too much alcohol. But thing is, I was having a Swedish brand of cider, also in tribute to Avicii. I thought it was fitting. I'd offered someone a free ticket for the game because I'd got 2 free tickets from my Uncle Mark. And I mean, I wasn't absolutely paralytic, and the steward said he could smell off my breath. I was like, well, hey shit, because I wasn't exactly using the old chewing gum trick and disguising my breath. But I mean, the smell of cider's pretty pungent. But yeah, I'm digging myself a hole. But the thing is, about Ross County away, it's a fantastic away day, unless you turn up at 11 AM, like I did. I got up at like 6 o'clock and made sure I was in Dingwall for 11, make the most of the day, spend 35 quid on the train, and yeah, it was downhill from there. Thing is with Ross County though, it's completely terrible for temptation, because you've got the train station there, then the pub sitting on the train station, and then it's a 10-minute walk, or not even a 10-minute walk, to the football ground. My only shining light is I saw as many goals as everyone else did. And of course, Declan Gallagher's header on Boxing Day paid them back. It has to be the summertime. My birthday is on the 1st of July. I'll be 21 this year. There's no chance I'm going to have celebrations at all because of this. Fine. And also because it's when like European competitions take place, and when Motherwell partake in these European qualifiers, I take a very keen interest. Like, I put on mad bets like Payunic Yerevan to beat Skendia and stuff like that. It's like I am so nerdy when it comes to like minor European football, and I just enjoy it. I watch like stupid streams that are in like 360p because I can, and because there's so much football on, favourite game this season, it has to be Aberdeen away. The fact that we went up there and shithoused a 1-0 win with a Liam Donnelly header, and at half time, okay, Stewards may have basically swarmed around me, tried to take my camera off me because I filmed our goal, and I was having a good time. That's another thing. Whenever you go to a big club like Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, it's as if you're not allowed to have a good time. Like when we went 1-0 up at Rangers, we were getting boos and hisses because we were celebrating. Same thing at Aberdeen. The stewards they're absolutely awful. But nevertheless, we took home the 3 points. We completely didn't deserve it. And of course, because I was having a good time, I was not allowed to broadcast it, or wasn't broadcasting anything anyway, because I cannot live stream. I filmed my experience, my day out, what's happening, the highlights, and then I put it onto YouTube at least 48 hours after the game happens. They just didn't like it. And they said, oh, next time, just phone up the club and ask for a press pass. I was like, aye, well, I could have done with being told sooner. My best game in my life, I can't narrow it down to one. We beat Celtic 2-1 away from home on my first trip to Celtic Park. That was the first time I got lost in Glasgow as well. Also when we beat Rangers in the playoffs, that was special. Beating Rangers at Hampden was great. Beating Aberdeen at Hampden was phenomenal. And beating them in the Cup quarter-final as well, the same season, in the Betfred. Winning at Hearts this season was superb. I cannot narrow it down to one. They're just all special in their own little ways. I mean, you'd have to take me to a top 20 or something like that. It could be an expensive curse, like for example, Motherwell went away to Kuban Krasnodar in like the third qualifying round of the Europa League, and it was our only 2 games because we got beat 3-0 on aggregate. For a start, the trip to Russia alone would have been so expensive for the club. So I think the only way for Motherwell to break even is if we get like a fairly local European tie, like say a trip to Wales or Northern Ireland, or maybe even a club in the Scandinavian lands, and we get through, maybe even surpass that round. That's for me the only reason why we could profit from playing in Europe. Or if we get a trip to Barcelona or something like that, but that won't ever happen unless we get to the Champions League group stages. And the only way we're doing that is me on Football Manager right now. Have you not seen Tony Watt's streams?
Do you see that?
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mere chance of hitting the fucking sun with a snowball.
But you know, it don't make sense to me.
Oh my.
How could this happen to me?
In answer to that question, I am absolutely awful at FIFA. That's why I don't even make videos of me playing FIFA, because I know what's going to happen in the comments. People are just going to say, oh, you're shit at FIFA. And honestly, I don't care. I'm about 5 months behind everyone else on this FIFA stuff, because I went from October to March without even playing FIFA. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like down below if you want more of this snazzy content. Subscribe if you're new. I'm goggsysaan. I bet it's you are. See you later guys. Take care.